The first one is the urge. The first one is the urge for him to be part of to join politics. Our ancient philosophers have said a human being is a political being. And so if you don't do politics, if you shy away from politics, your life will be altered by the decision taken by politicians. Okay. However, in ministry, we understand that a pastor cannot do party politics. Okay. We cannot say we are not part of politics. We are part of politics, but cannot do party politics. And the reasons are obvious. Okay. Because it will deter your prophetic voice. Yeah. For you to be a prophet, you must stand away from identifying completely. So I pray that God will grant wisdom to our chancellor as he looks at this request, not refusing, but letting them know that he has a different calling. And in that calling, he is not out of politics. He is within politics, but with a particular mission, a particular vision. Okay. So I think that we will be praying. Happy he has told us, pray with him, so that when he confronts politicians, he'll be able to let them know. They too, the politicians are happy when they discover that a pastor remains a pastor. And they laugh at us when they think that the pastor is being corrupted, either because they give him some benefits or money. They go behind and laugh, say, oh, look at these people. They claim what they are not, they are nobodies. When you are tough, they go themselves in their closet and say, oh, this man is a real pastor. You can consult him when we have a pastoral issue because he has proven to be a pastor. So pastoral integrity must be maintained. But meanwhile, because we need things from politicians, for us to have our institution recognized, we need the politicians to do it. They are on those seats. So we must have a way of playing it over with them, but not going in fully, not telling them that we are out completely, but we must remember that we have a mandate. The next issue is about the online lectures. I'm in Cameroon, and I follow my lectures in Ghana, in Akrofi Christella, where I'm studying. I'm doing my PhD rounding up. And we have a system where all the students have one common email system, not one email address, but an email system, where they have made a network where the students use a particular email. The email I've used for this Zoom is not the one I use for Akrofi Christella's meetings. Okay. So with that, the ICT can create that kind of database. It's cheaper. It looks like it's cheaper than going into that straight portal. The portal system is good. That's what I use with Langam, my sponsor. We have a portal system where your information is for you. But Langam is a bigger organization and can use a more expensive and a more sophisticated portal system. But for us, as an organization that we are growing, we go piecemeal. Might be we go by organizing the email system where all emails, everybody, every member of the community will have the email. Those who are students are being recognized by student.either.co.com, whatever. Then the lecturers have their own too, faculty. Or they have a way to say, oh, education, edu. So the IT system should work on that. And the idea of WhatsApp should completely be out. That is true. When you make lectures public, then people don't even take them serious.
Doesn't sound well.
People don't take, but it was good for a beginning, no doubt. But as we are growing, everybody, we keep growing and we change our status and we amend and we upgrade. So I'm glad these things, if they are considered, then we are moving. Yeah, thank you.
Maybe to just add to what you said, maybe it's just like the name. They show me the system, which I'll forward to Chancellor to see. It's like all this email by categories, but they call it the POS. It's a POS, where one POS can be for all the students. Okay. But they are different. Yeah, the another one can be for the lecturers and the administration. So you can have quality control as to how you track them, because anyone that goes to that email, it will report back to the administration to know that someone has gone into it. So it is very important. I think it's very important that we modify that before the university start lectures. Let's scrap this. Let only be for passing out information only. Once we get our students, they are ready, we enroll them, we push them to our system. So they will not be this WhatsApp. There is, I have gone through some, almost about 6 universities I've tried. They don't have this, they don't even accept it. They say it's not anything that makes sense in any academia. But like you said, for the starting was fine. But now we need to change. Now that we have improved, become bigger than as it were before, then we need to improve ourselves to match the standard required procedure in the academia world so we can be able to compete with other universities.
Hello, can I say something, Professor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, Chancellor is the one cheering.
Yeah.
Thank
Chancellor,
you so much.
Okay, I see. Who is that? Is that a Jackson?
Yes, my name is Mlokos Jackson.
Okay.
Okay, fine, Jackson, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, our beloved Chancellor, for the keynote address you have given to us. It was really very, very good. I would like to join my colleagues to salute our dear Chancellor for the great efforts he has put in to ensure that R.K.U goes to another height. I would also like to appreciate Professor Kamara and all the rest of the members for supporting this very giant institution. I would like to add my echo to today's meeting. One is that our university is growing bigger and bigger. I remember sharing with the Chancellor, so far around 4 students are going to pay their tuition in the next 1 or 2 weeks from Uganda here. I request the Chancellor that he gives me the opportunity to be part of the mobilizing team, the marketing team for the students. But now, as we mobilize for the students, we need our affiliations, our accreditation to be very, very clear. You know, as you are aware, dear Chancellor and colleagues, the moment you talk about any new institution, the first question is the accreditation. Will my document be accepted? Will the degree be accepted in my country? So I think we need to emphasize that part. And actually, I'm not aware of some of our accreditation. So maybe the Chancellor or Professor Kamara request that you help me and I come to know the main of those affiliations that R.K.U. Otherwise, the future is very bright for our institution. I remember in the previous meeting, we also shared that we can really innovate, come up with our own ideas. Like the Faculty of Education, as you are aware that most universities have physical lectures for education. But we can use technology to monitor and supervise our students in various countries. For example, Professor Kamara, you can supervise a student teaching in Uganda while you are in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Like they can be in the US and supervise me delivering a lecture or a lesson. So I beg that we continue coming up with innovations to help the world, especially our motherland, Africa. Because the physical classes, they have made many of our brothers and sisters to miss education. Because it is very expensive to transfer from the home to the institution. So R.K.U is coming as a new chapter to help especially Africa to acquire higher education. Then another issue that I would like to further suggest about online learning, maybe Professor Kamara, as you are aware, we can still make our own system and give it a name. You know, even when it is Moodle, but every system creates, we need to come up with a particular name for R.K.U system. And if we are using Moodle platform, but we can customize it
for R.K.U such that it is a unique learning management system. Otherwise, thank you. I'm so happy for this meeting. God bless everybody.
Amen.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Maybe before Chancellor came in or coming, for the document you are requiring, I normally do this thing as a spokesman. I refer you to the Facebook. There is no information you want from R.K.U that you cannot get. Can somebody please put off your mic? Please, just mute your mic. When you are ready to talk, you can unmute it. When you want to get the information of R.K.U, that is something that was done long ago. The good news was that the Chancellor tried as best as possible to make sure all information are posted on our Facebook first page. Just click on accreditations. All the accreditation that matters to Jibo and R.K.U will be found there. So even if nobody gives you, you can get it by yourself. Just click the Facebook. You will see all, including what you have just spoken about, the equivalence that was given to us by California University. They are all there, and the various countries to which we work together. So you can go to the Facebook, click the Facebook on accreditation. You can get all the diverse accreditation you want to know or want to see from Rudolph and Jibo. They are all there. So we are globally, publicized. That Facebook is all over the world. We have millions of people viewing that Facebook. So that is why there was an incident that took place in this country when one of our brothers was doing propaganda concerning universities and others. He was quoting our own Facebook to be credible because he got information from there. And all through that saga, we have not been blemished because he knew from the stand to which we stood. So anybody that wants information concerning us in our university is no more something ID. It's on the web, it's on the Facebook. You can get it. So go down there, download it, share it to your members, refer them to the Facebook, refer them to the website. That's the simplest way to get information. So that's why we have Facebook, we have website. So let them go there and download it so it can be easier for you to just show them the point of reference, and it will be more credible if they do it themselves than you giving it to them. They might think it's something you made up on your own, but when you give it to them or they go there by their own, it makes sense that they have got the information from the right source. So that's just my suggestion, sir.
That sounds great. Thank you very much.
All right, can I say something?
Who's that? Is that Dr. Gordon?
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Gordon, welcome.
I just want to say it's a great innovation, and I thank God for it. It's happening in our own time.
Yes.
As we can see, technology has become the global trend. And it is really eradicating the ancient way of passing out education to generation that is concerned. Yeah, so I support what the spokesperson is saying, that more is needed to be done in terms of technology in disseminating lectures. And another thing I want to say that I'm very passionate about the continent Africa. One of the reasons that propelled me to be identified with Professor Rudolph, it's actually because he has the spirit of Pan-Africanism.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes.
And that is why, whatever it is, I'm still very passionate of identifying with him till tomorrow. What I want to say now is that in all our efforts to bring Western education, Christian education, theological education, and any form of education, I suggest that we find a way to also make sure that we resuscitate and amplify the education of cultural norms, values of Africanism. Because in the current wave, let it become part of our curriculum very strongly. We are losing it. We are losing our cultural values as a result of Western education. Yeah, we should balance it. Our people no longer know their history. Our young generation are very far from our cultural values and heritage, to the point that we are losing even our mother tongues.
Really?
Africa is our continent, and I suggest standing with R.K.U. suggest that we look towards that and see how through this media we can foster a cultural value-based education to balance the Western education that we prefer. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. What I'm saying?
Thank you.
Is Abisha around? Abisha Paul?
Yes, sir. I am around. Yes, sir.
No, Archbishop Paul from Indian.
Oh, Archbishop Paul. Yeah, he was around. He was around. Yes.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. It's very happy to be all. Greetings to you all in the mighty and the matchless name of the Lord and the Savior Jesus Christ. I wish all the man of God from the land of India really very happy that after many days we are having a Zoom meeting. Very beautiful faces. All God's people, very happy to see your faces. My suggestion is from the land of India, especially to my dear founder. Today, GIBU is known to every part of India. We have 30 states. Every 30 states, GIBU name is very famous. Coming days, we are going to establish this very high-fively. We are going to establish, and from India, we have another bishop who is with me, Bishop Moses Kalai Selvan. He also joined with me in this group. I welcome him from the family of GIBU. The thing is, two things today I want to discuss. I want to speak to my honorable, my founder. My dear founder.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
I'm following.
I could not able to see my founder face.
Archbishop, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, number one. Recently, no, sir, I'm not able to see your face.
Please, let's mute our background. Let's mute our phone, our head. Let's mute.
Yeah, I request everyone to mute your number, your mic, please, so that what I can talk, you can listen to this. Recently, last month, we had one problem. We have forgotten that. The thing is, many are misusing our GIBU name.
Okay.
Why they are misusing our GIBU name is, number one, we are establishing very strongly. So the fake people, for their stomach and for their bun and butter, they are using our name. So first thing, we have to have a legal advocate from every country. We have a legal advocate from our country. If something is happening, we never see any face. We straight away, we are taking judicially what are the things we have to do. We are facing and we are always with the GIBU. And number two, we are constructing our own building in GIBU under the leadership of our founder. Especially in India, there are many people they want to have a day scholars. Many are expecting to have a day scholar Bible college. So people are not interested in to have online classes. They want to have a regular classes like generally how we are running a Bible college. So that's the reason we have our own building. By the grace of God, in the month of January, we will be dedicating that building. Actually, we were planning to dedicate in the same month, but this month our founder was not available. So the date was been postponed. So month of January, we are going to organize a pastor fellowship and ordination and many things we are going to have. On the day, our GIBU founder, he will be with us and he will be dedicating the building, and GIBU Bible College will be established permanently in the land of India. Even though if I am not alive in the India, but the Bible College will be established in India, GIBU.
That's great.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And we have,
and
I have.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I have my vice president, vice chairman, Moses Kalai Selvan, who has already joined with me in this Zoom. I would like to introduce you.
Welcome. Yes, my
Moses ஐயா மட்டும் வாங்க. மைக் ஆன் பண்ணுங்க.
Praise Lord. கேக்குதுங்களா?
கேக்குது, பேசுங்க.
என்ன சொல்லணும்?
How are you?
Sir, I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir? Happy to see, sir.
We are doing great. It's good to see you. It's good to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So happy, sir. My brother, Archbishop Paul Krubagaran, saying a good idea, sir. I will see soon to start the new project for India.
It's good. I'm sure the bishop, our chancellor, is very happy to hear that and is very happy to receive you.
Sure.
Just stay on the meeting, you will hear from him. Yeah, you are welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure.
And especially today, and one more thing, I request all the committee members, especially my founder. Sir,
Fine, we'll give him.
Today, very challengingly, we are taking this GIBU. My dear founder, sir.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Sir, today we are taking this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today we are taking it very challengingly. Very challengingly, we are taking this GIBU, and many people are the fake people are coming inside our GIBU. So we have to be very careful. So that's the reason. After I told, sir, whoever comes from the land of India, let us have a word so that we can have a background checkup, and then if they are perfect, then let them enter into our family. Because this is not a game, sir, but to speak one day and leave. We are going to have our own building, and we are going to establish a permanent Bible college, sir. If I am alive or not alive, I love the GIBU.
That is wonderful.
I love GIBU.
We pray.
I love GIBU, and I love my dear founder. So for him, anything we can do in the land of India. We have many people, even in our committee, we have Assistant Commissioner of Police, and we have a judge, and we have many official people are in this committee. So coming days, we are going to have a same Zoom meeting. In this Zoom meeting, I will be inviting all our committee members. Then you can see what is the strength of India. And especially, I'm going to wind up my word. Before winding my word, I would like to congratulate our bishop and founder for giving a beautiful car to Rita Mama. I hope Rita Mama is very happy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Archbishop Paul.
Yes, sir.
Every country, the leaderships that are in position, we trust them very well. We trust individuals, leaders in every nation. I cannot count for Liberia to fight what is happening in India or what is happening in Nigeria. But I will only be able to feel what is happening right here with me in Liberia. So we trust all our national directors in every country. I'm aware of the scheme activities across the group. Even the great Harvard University, they have people, millions of people that are faking their document everywhere. It happening all over. It's part of human John as well. So we can only fight to stop this thing accordingly. So we put security on all our documents and so forth. Have the responsibility to arrest, to take any legal action against any Indian that GRB
and founder.
Yeah.
Please, everyone, I request everyone to unmute. Founder?
Yeah.
My dear founder.
Yeah.
I have Moses. I have Archbishop Moses.
Yeah.
Who is in the Zoom meeting. He is the witness and he is a friend of Archbishop Jens Stephen. He has two wives. He has two wives and he is approaching in GIBU.
You want to marry another one again?
He's talking to you.
Okay, I come in. Let me make this one clear. When someone has 17 wives, that is their personal activities. It's not our business. If someone have 25 wives, if someone have 50 wives, 100 wives, it's their personal business. What we can do for people is to make sure to give people direction. We don't have the power to enter into somebody's relationship to stop it. Only God can stop us, but not
this one. You won't change, bro.
our plan is to dedicate and to move forward. So thank you so much for your suggestion for us. I saying that a person that have 10 wives or 2 wives, leave it with him and God. The both of them, when they meet tomorrow, they will settle it.
David.
Yeah.
David.
Hello, can I say something there?
Yeah, say something quick. Oh, wait, hold on, please.
Yeah,
wait. Mama Ruby want to say something. Mama Ruby, you are not yet talk.
So more than 500 naira.
I'm talking about 500 naira.
She are going to be 100.
No, I was just feeling very sorry for the man that has 10 wives or 5 wives. I mean, that is a whole lot of problems. But I think your position, Bishop, very correctly, very accurately, and I praise God for your wisdom on your response to that situation, because sometimes as Christians, we tend to put ourselves in a position of judgment. And because we are following the ways of God, one of the best ways we can follow the ways of God is not to judge other people and make sure our lives reflect him correctly.
Sure.
They look at us and how we live is the best sermon we have.
Right.
So if we live our lives a certain way, trust me, they need to come in and see how we live so that they can learn how to live and make changes in their lives.
Amen. That's very right. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's correct. So then the person that have 15 wives, when you meet with God, they will talk Sunday. Yeah. When he and
My God.
yeah, so when it comes to our education, let us go ahead and teach people the perfect directions and so forth. If even someone is living prostitution life, I have the complaint too from places from East African Bell that some of our students and leaders, they are in life. But the entire thing is that we don't have control over individual life. Our job is to just educate, that's all. So next person.
Sir, what I say, well,
can we take from Zambia?
Hello.
Bishop Molupa.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay.
Let me just recognize all the leaders from all over the world. I'm Bishop Mlopa from Zambia. I just want to contribute on what has already been said, but maybe just to add on a few things. The first thing I would like us to do